Happy New Year! In the spirit of the new year, I thought it's time for a new Nya. Many, I think, of you are aware that Nya Perhart here is the Sim version of myself. Now, you've probably seen me and know that she is not exactly matching my current self. Nya was always modeled more after my 25-year-old self than my current self, more of the ideal of me that I most felt comfortable with. Now, because of the new year and because I have made myself visible on camera, I would like to give a little bit of an update to Nya. Now, she's not going to exactly match me in my current state. There is still an ideal that I aim for, and I would still like her to represent that. But I think we're going to have just a little bit of fun kind of remaking Nya. So, a new year, new Nya, if you will. Okay, so first thing I did was to remove everything on her. All of the skin details, makeups, hairs, everything that I could so that we can start as fresh as possible. Now, one of the things I want to do is kind of work on the eyebrows a bit. I do have bushy eyebrows, I always have, and I still want to maintain that, but I want to find something that looks a little closer to my actual eyebrows and the shape. And I think that, I think we might be there until whatever happened there. All right, and then a bit of skin detail. It would be fair enough to say that there's, a little bit of age showing in my face, and it wouldn't hurt to be showing some of that. I also want to put in some new fresh eyelashes. I'll say one of my complaints about my eyelashes is that they definitely are not as nice and big and full as I would like them to be. My dad got that. I did not. And also, my husband and my son both have amazing eyelashes. It's so unfair. The world is not fair, but it's going to be reflected a little bit more in there. I do want to throw on some freckling. We're not going to be able to find something that's exactly like myself, but something with a little bit of detail. Nothing too over the top. Some of this is too much. I frankly may end up going back to roughly the same thing that I had before. Okay, that's a bit more like my lashes. And there we go. Something kind of light there. I wonder if I can lighten that up even. Not that light. Oh, these are more like face overlays. Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't really have anything to show much of the imperfections as far as, the just general things that happen with aging. I do have some, freckles or some, no. Yeah, I think just the regular teeth is going to be the best here. Okay, I want to look at the hair. In all honesty, I almost always wear my hair up, so it's just going to make sense to reflect that. My hair is also shorter than it was when I was 25. I pretty much could sit on my hair back then, but I would say that this is probably... Actually, that's probably still quite a bit longer than my current hair. And I never wear it up like that. I really should try to, because I really think that's cute, but I just never do. I have thought about cutting my hair a few times, but I did that once and was not really thrilled with the results of it. So I just have always been afraid to go back to that. And I never really have enough to get the cute little swoops or anything. I have pretty thin hair, honestly. When it was really long, it was kind of hard to tell that to really realize how thin it actually was. But yeah, Now that it's a little shorter, I think it's become more obvious. Okay, I kind of like this one, but I'm not loving the way it looks there on the forehead. I do have a couple of baby hair type things that would kind of maybe make that look a little less like that, because I always have loose hairs everywhere. And I kind of would love to represent that a little bit. This might actually kind of cover that in a way. Yeah, I think I like that. Now, I pretty much never wear makeup, but I have been frequently told that my lips tend to look like I am. So I want to add a little bit of color to my lips, but nothing nothing drastic. So things that would be kind of pale and very see-through, but still kind of giving that impression that there is some color there. I think I would like this if it wasn't for the variation of the color, the way that does that on the lip. I think I might need to go with the MAC lip and just take the opacity really far down so that it's just kind of giving a gloss effect. Maybe something like that. I do wish I could get it just a little bit redder, but it kind of just looks like I have a bit of lip gloss on. And I think I like that look. Now, I do want to widen out my face a little bit and my chin, make it look a little closer to my current. I don't want to widen the shoulders, but obviously I do want to increase the body size a bit and kind of widen out everything a little. I do wish the options for arm hair were a lot more subtle than they are. Kind of disappointing that we don't have something that, to me, I guess looks more like true arm hair. I'm not a person who believes in shaving my arms. It's not noticeable enough or enough of an annoyance to me that is something I bother with. I also do not have any tattoos. It's just not something I necessarily ever felt the need for. There are times, like my husband and I have talked about getting matching ones because neither of us really wear our rings for a variety of reasons. He can't wear them at work, and like when I'm knitting and stuff, it catches on things. So just generally, like, I only put it on when we leave, and he's kind of the same way. So I think that's just, you know, kind of our reality, that for the most part, we don't bother with wearing them. As far as tops, I tend to wear like baggier t-shirts, a lot of darker colors for the most part. Very occasionally will I wear like a long sleeve, but I'm more so in short sleeve, and if I get chilled or whatever, I will toss a sweatshirt over the top, or some kind of like fuzzy jacket or something like that. It's pretty rare for me to have patterns on my shirts. I prefer for them to be solid colors personally. It's just, I don't know, I'm generally a solid color type of person. I do love things like this that are kind of baggy and comfortable and cozy. I like sporty type prints like these. Nothing like representing a particular sport, but I do like that look. Not as keen when they kind of float off the shoulders like this, but if they do, I would be wearing some kind of like shirt underneath, or I'm almost always, sporting the sports bra because that's what I enjoy. So yeah, that'd probably be pretty accurate for me. As far as bottoms, I used to be very much jeans all the time, and the more fitted they were, the more comfortable I found them, especially if they had some kind of like stretch to them or something. That was just a personal preference. These days, I'm much more likely to be in, shorts a great majority of the time, even in the winter, unless I'm leaving the house, I'm in like some comfy black shorts. I tend to be more active if I am dressed more comfortably. And I also have like a walking pad or a treadmill type thing that pulls up to my desk. So being in comfortable clothes and being able to just hop on and use that when I'm, working during the day, it really helps to just kind of keep those kind of cozy, comfortable things on. So that is more likely what I'm in. And again, with the black, now these are jean, but they kind of really look similar to the type of thing that I would wear as far as pants, which I think is kind of the look I'm going for here. And yeah, it feels very dull, but it's very realistic. It is what it is. As far as shoes, I absolutely hate wearing shoes unless I actually have to. And if I do, it's going to be something more canvas-like. I also have my Converse, which I absolutely adore, and they look very similar to that. If they didn't go through the pants like that, I would definitely be using those. But because we're doing kind of my reality, we're going to go without shoes, but we are going to find some socks. And I love socks. I love a variety of socks. I love color in my socks. This is where I tend to have a lot of fun. I also hand knit most of my socks that I wear in winter seasons, so you'll see me wearing a lot of variety there. Unfortunately, I don't have them unlocked, but most of them are not really the style I would wear anyway. But things like this, I will do different colors and stripe them, or I'll buy yarns that automatically change colors so they have just a wild variety of color. But I think this in the pink is a good representation of the massive contrast my socks have with the rest of my clothes on an average day. As far as fingernails, not to be boring, but I can't seem to actually wear any kind of nail polish without it peeling off within a day. I don't know what I do. I just can't seem to keep it on. I have tried every trick in the book, even when I had my nails professionally done for our wedding and had like the gel nails done, and I was told that these would last for a fairly significant amount of time, especially compared to my usual luck with just basic nail polish. They were almost all gone 3 days after my wedding. Nails that I paid like $60 for were just gone, just popping off of my nails. I don't know what it is, but I am going to give myself some cute nails here because in my ideal world, I would totally be able to do that. And I think these kind of look like little cats, so that would probably be the kind of thing I would get excited about. Now, I did talk about the fact that I very rarely wear my ring, but I do love my ring. So when I have an opportunity to wear it, I do wear it, and I wear it happily. My ring is pretty much a nice, basic, very similar to this, where it has the engagement band and then the other band that wraps around it. My husband really focused on picking out the highest quality diamond that he could because he knew that I didn't want anything really large. I don't like things sticking up from my hands, so he was like trying to find the best that he could, and then he had it surrounded in diamonds. It's a beautiful ring. He picked it out entirely on his own, and basically it is proof of how much he understands what I like because it was perfect. So I'm going to include it on here. As far as earrings, I actually have my ears double pierced, but I don't really wear them anymore. I have a lot of issues with my ears getting sore when they used to not. I did at one time have a cartilage piercing, and my ear just kind of rejected it. I really wish I could wear earrings more often because I like earrings. I have tons of earrings, but I don't get to wear them. When I do, it's usually these days very basic, and I like earrings like this that I can place one earring and get more bang for my buck with it. And if I could, I would definitely get my cartilage redone because I really enjoyed having that done. I liked the way it looked. So I think since we're kind of going a little ideal mixed with realism, we're going to go ahead and add that in. And necklaces too, they're the kind of thing that I tend to only wear when I'm heading out, but I have always enjoyed wearing necklaces. If I were picking any one piece of jewelry that I could wear, it would be a necklace. And younger me in particular really enjoyed choker style necklaces, and I've always gravitated toward moon and star type motifs. It's just kind of my thing. I always blame it on the fact that I am a Cancer, which, I don't even believe in astrology, but they're like ruled by the moon and all that. And I have always had a fascination with the moon and with night sky, that sort of thing. So if I have a choice between like a heart or a star, or a heart or a moon, I'm always going to lean toward the star or the moon over the heart. Even though I know hearts are very popular for a lot of people, it's just my personal preference is the stars. And you'll probably notice I keep going to silver. I don't like gold. I like white gold, but I'll tend to gravitate towards silvers, nickels, that kind of color. Even when we were working on putting new fixtures in our house, I kept kind of leaning toward all of the nickel type finishes because I personally prefer silver. And I cannot forget to give myself a bit of blush. Now I'm going to cheat a little bit and go to the one that I actually have already pre-made here, but to explain, I have a touch of rosacea. It kind of came on from spending a little too much time out in the cold. I got kind of like a burn from the cold on my cheeks, and my doctor believes that is what kind of triggered the rosacea. On top of that, I have always been someone who blushes very easily. So you combine these two things together, my cheeks always look very red, so it makes sense for my sim self to have rosy cheeks. So there she is, the new but old Nya. I don't even know how to explain it, but she definitely looks a lot more like the real me, and I think it was about time for her to get this makeover. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to let me know down in the comments below what your New Year resolutions are if you're into that kind of thing, and keep on being perfectly you.